Hey guys, how's it going? I just wanted to take some time to make a quick video about how to program your own whole body workouts. Now, for me, a whole body workout should be used when you are limited on how many days of the week you can train at the gym. So whether it's 2 or 3, we'll go over both. And we'll also go over how to program it for specifically strength versus muscle building or hypertrophy-based purposes. When we start off doing this, we got to cover a few basic movements in our workouts. And that has to be the push, the pull, the hip hinge, the squat, and some sort of ab movement. With all those combined, you'll have a good, well-balanced whole body program. So now with that though, there's a few variables you have to take in consideration. With the push, there's a horizontal and a vertical. With the pull, there's also a horizontal and a vertical. Then with the squats, right, there's barbell squats, lunges, whatever that flexes the knee. The hip hinge is focused on the hamstrings and the posterior chain. So think of like a deadlift, hamstring curl, whatever. Now, if we only have 2 days out of the week to train, let's call them an A day and a B day. So on A day, let's say we have for the push, we're gonna do bench. For the pull, we'll do bent over row. For the squat, we'll do barbell squats. For the hip hinge, we'll do Romanian deadlifts. And then for the abs, we'll do ab wheel. And that's a solid workout. Now, when we come to our next day of training, the B day of the week, we want to change up our movement patterns to meet that criteria of all the variables. So for our push this time, we'll do an overhead press. For our pull this time, we'll do a pull-up or a lat pull-down. For our squat, we'll do some dumbbell lunges. And for our hip hinge, we'll do straight up deadlifts. And then for our abs, we'll do some heavy oblique crunches. So if we do our A day and our B day like that, those combined will cover all the variables of the push and the pull and still include the squat and the hip hinge, right, and the abs. That would make a balanced whole body day for 2 days out of the week. Now let's say you have some more time on your hands and you want to do whole body 3 days out of the week. Totally fine. Now remember the concept of the A day and the B day. We're going to have that 3 times a week now. So let's say week 1, we're going to start off with A day. So week 1 will be A day, B day, and then A day. Week 2 would be start off with B day, A day, and then B day to finish. And we rotate through that cycle. That way each lift gets progressed equally and then you're hitting the same different movement patterns across the week so you don't get some tendonitis or whatever in your joint. That would be a good way to program a 3-day full body week. Now, if you want to do just like totally strength-based movements and you just want to get stronger, this is going to lean really heavily into the starting strength territory because those are technically whole body workouts, but it's going to be really casual, really simple. It's going to be squat, bench, deadlift on an A day, and then squat, bent over row, overhead press on a B day. And you rotate through those over and over until you can't anymore, and you got to switch programs to a different strength movement. So whether you're doing the hypertrophy-based or the strength-based, more so the hypertrophy one, that one can be progressed either through adding more reps or adding more weight every workout. The strength one, more so just adding more weight every workout, which a good reference is 10 pounds for lower body lifts and 5 pounds every workout for upper body lifts. And eventually you'll stall out, then you change a program and do stuff like that. But specifically for the whole body stuff, that's my recommendation. That's how I program mine when I do whole body workouts. And so just to recap all of it, you got to cover the push, the pull, hip hinge, squat, and abs in every workout. And then you have to switch it up between an A day and a B day, covering all the variables of the push and the pull. Because the push has the vertical and the horizontal, and the pull has the vertical and the horizontal. Hit all those variables in, mix it all together, and that's it. You have a pretty solid routine. So I hope this helped some of you guys out. And if it did, feel free to stay around, subscribe, and I should make some more stuff like this in the future. And if you didn't like it, that's fine too. Anyway, thanks for coming by.